Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Yes, friends, great it is to have you every day in this endeavor of studying Shastras. Please know that our Rishi Munis are relentless in their guidance for the moksha. When they are so, is it not correct for us also to be relentless in our pursuit of these classes, studies, understandings, and sadhanas for our own liberation? It is apt and it is, as it is said in our yesterday's evening class, the sign of a person who is really growing using his intellect and proving to be matured. Good that we got this opportunity. Very good that we are using them. May we be blessed in this way by being more committed. Loka Sevaka Adi Vyaktitwas, we want to understand and improve. Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha Devata Gana Guru Gana Shastra Gana Anugraha also we need. And continuous information, inspiration we need. For that purpose only we are here every day. 5 things we are doing: Vedic chanting, common sense thought, Shanti mantras and Sankalpa, Upanishad mantra Ucharana, and Adhyayana of Upanishad mantra. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, 5th chapter. Again, the Rishi is guiding about how to visualize the presence of the Paramatma through what we see as this world. It's a knack. To develop that knack, we have to be regular in trying to grasp the language and the way the rishis are trying to teach us, tell us. Again, same thing, when we are relentless, slowly that ability to be in their viewpoint or standpoint we develop. Then we will also be able to first visualize intellectually both the presence of the truth and the glory of the truth and the unglory of the opposite, the untruth. So then from within then starts that beautiful sprout of wanting to pursue, realize the truth. Then the true, genuine sadhaka will be born, and then that pursuit, when continues by the outer and inner required sadhanas, a moment will come wherein that which we have to realize to get ourselves released from all bondages, it will happen. This is what happened to all rishis in the past through these shastras. In the present also many are trying, and we are also one of them. Many other things too can be pursued in life, but then all of them have the end again. They have so many other problems too in them. In the Vedanta, only one problem is it appears to be difficult. That's it. But once one gains that, the result is infinite, the result is permanent. So here we are, friends. Let's start with our Vedic chanting. Rugvedaha Dashama Mandalam. Today we'll do 101, 102, 103. Start. Om Athaveda Parayadam Rugvedaha Dashama Mandalam Atha Ekadika Shatatamanuvakarabhyam Om Om उद्बुद्ध्यध्वं समनसः सखाय समग्निमिन्द्वं बहवः सनीलाः दधिक्रामग्निमुषसञ्च देवीम् इन्द्रावतो वसेनिह्वयेवः मन्द्राकृणोद्वन्द्विय आतनोद्वं नावमरित्रपरणिं कृणोद्वम् इष्कृणोद्वमायुधारं कृणोद्वं प्राञ्चं यज्ञं प्रणयता सखायः युनक्तसीरावियुगातनोद्वं कृते योनौ वपतेह बीजं गिरा च सृष्टिः सबरा असन्नो नेदीय इत्सृण्यः पक्वमेयाद् श्रीरायुञ्जन्ति कवयो युगावितन्वते पृथगा धीरा देवेषु सुम्नया निराहावान् कृणोतन संवरत्रा ददातन सिञ्चामः अवतमुद्रिणं वयं सुषेकमनुभक्षितम् इष्कृताहावमवतं सुवरत्रं सुषेचनम् उद्रिणं सिञ्चे अक्षितम् प्रीणीताश्वान् हितञ्जयात स्वस्ति वाहं रथमित्कृणुध्वम् द्रोणाहावमवतमश्मचक्रमं सत्र कोशं सिञ्चतान् नृपाणौ व्रजं कृणुध्वं स हि वो नृपाणो वर्मसीव्यध्वं बहुला पृथूनि पुरः कृणुध्वमायसीरधृष्टामाव शुश्रोच्छमसोद्रुम्हतातम् आवोधियं यज्ञियां वर्त ऊतये देवा देवीं यजतां यज्ञियामिह सा नो दुहि यद्यवसेवगत्वे सहस्रधारा पयसा मही गौः आतोषिञ्च हरिमीन्द्रोरुवस्ते वस्ते वाशीभिस्तक्षताश्मन्मयीभिः परिष्वजद्वन्दश कक्ष्याभिरुभेधुरौ प्रति वह्निं युनक्ता उभेधुरौ वह्निरापिब्धमानो अन्तर्योनेव चरति द्विजानिः वनस्पतिं वन आस्थापयध्वं निषूददिध्वमकनन्त उत्सं कप्रुन्नरः कप्रुतमुद्धतातन चोदयत कुदत वाजसातये निष्टिग्र्यः पुत्रमाचावयोतय इन्द्रं सवाद इह सोमपीतये 102 प्रतेरतं मिथो कृतमिन्द्रोऽवतु धृष्णुया अस्मिन्नाजौ पुरुहूत श्रवाये धनभक्षेषु नो वा उत्स्मवातो वहति वासोऽस्या अधिरथं यदजयत्सहस्रं रतिरभून्मुद्गलानीगविष्टौ भरे कृतं व्यचेदिन्द्रसेना अन्तर्यच्च जिघांसतो वज्रमिन्द्राभिसदासदः दासस्य वा मघवन्नार्यस्य वा सनुतर्यवयावधम् उद्नो ह्रदमपि वज्रहृषाण कूटं स्मतृं हदभिमातिमेति प्रमुष्कभारश्रव इच्छमानो चिरं बाहु अभरत्सिशासन् न्यक्रन्दयन्नुपयन्त एनमहेह यन्वृषभं मध्य आजे अजे आजेः तेन सुभर्वं शतवत्सहस्रं गवामुद्गलः प्रदने जिगाया ककर्दवे वृषभो युक्त आसीदवावचीत् सारथिरस्य केशी उदे दुधेर्युक्तस्य द्रवत सहासनरुच्छन्ति स्म निष्पदो मुद्गलानीम उत प्रतिमुदहन्नस्य विद्वान् नृपायुनग्वं सग्मत्र शिक्षन् इन्द्र उदावत्पतिमज्ञानामरं हत पद्याभिः ककुद्मान् शुनमष्ट्राव्यचरत्कपर्धी वरत्रायान्दार्वानह्यमानः नृम्णानि कृण्वन् बहवे जना यगाः पस्पशानस्तविशीरधत्त इमं तं पश्य वृषभस्य युञ्जं काष्ठाया मध्ये दृगणं शयानं येन जिगाय शतवत्सहस्रङ्गवाम् मुद्गलः पृतनाज्येषो धारे अगाकोन्वित्ताददर्शयं युञ्जन्ति तं वा स्थापयन्ते नास्मै तृणन्नोदकमाभरन्त्युत्तरो धुरो वहति प्रदे दिशतो परिवृक्तेव पतिविद्यमानट्पीप्यानाशु कूचक्रेणेव सिञ्चन ईशैष्या छिद्रध्या जयेम सुमङ्गलं सिनवदस्तु सातं त्वं विश्वस्य जगतश्चक्षुरिन्द्रासि चक्षुषः वृषाय दाजिं वृषणासि शाससि चोदयन्वद्रिणायुजा. One more, 103. आशुशिशानो वृषभो न भीमो घनाघन शोभनश्चर्षणीनां सङ्क्रन्दनो निमिष एकवीर शतंसेन अजयत् साकमिन्द्रः सङ्क्रन्दनेना निमिषेण जिष्णुना युत्कारेण दुश्च्यवनेन धृष्णुना तदिन्द्रेण जयत तत्सहध्वं युधो नर इषुहस्तेन वृष्णा स इषुहस्तैः स निषङ्गिभिर्वशे संस्रष्टा स युध इन्द्रो गणेन संसृष्टजित् सोमपाबाहुषर्ध्युग्रधन्वा प्रतिहिताभिरस्ता बृहस्पते परिदीया रथेन रक्षोः मित्रागम् अपबाधमानः प्रभञ्जन् सेनाः प्रमृणो युधा जयन्नस्माकमेद्य वितारथानाम् बलविज्ञायस्तविरप्रवीर सहस्वान्वाजी समान उग्रः अविवीरो अविसत्त्वा सहोजा जैत्रमिन्द्ररथमातिष्ठ गोवित गोत्रविदं गोविदं वज्रबाहुं जयन्तमज्मप्रमृणन्तमोजसा इमं स जाता अनुवीरयध्वमिन्द्रं सखायो अनुसम्रभध्वम् अभिगोत्राणि सहसा गाहमानोदयो वीरः शतमन्युरिन्द्रः दुश्चवनः पृतनाषाढयुध्योऽस्माकं सेना अवत्सु प्रयुत्सो इन्द्र आसान्नेता बृहस्पतिर्दक्षिणा यज्ञः पुर एतु सोमः देवसेनानामभिभजन् भञ्जतीनां जयन्तीनां मरुतो यन्त्वग्रौ इन्द्रस्य वृष्णो वरुणस्य राज्ञ आदित्यानां मरुतां शर्द उग्रं महामनसां भुवनच्यवानां घोषो देवानां जयतामुदस्तात् उद्धर्षय मघवन्नायुधान् युत्सत्वनां मामकानां मनांसे उद्वृत्रहन्वाजिनां वाजिनान्युद्धृतानां जयतां यन्तु घोषाः अस्माकमिन्द्रः समृतेषु ध्वजेष्वस्माकं या इषवस्ता जयन्तौ अस्माकं वीरा उत्तरे भवन्त्वस्माउ देवा अवताहवेषु हमेषां चित्तं प्रतिलोभयन्ते गृहाणाङ्गान्यप्येपरेहि अभिप्रेहि निर्दह हृत्सु शोकैरन्तेन मित्रा समसापसञ्चत सचन्तां प्रेता जयता नर इन्द्रो वः शर्म यच्छतु उग्रावः सन्तु बाहवो नादृश्या यथा सथ ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Yeah, that's wonderful. Effort of ours to do the Vedic chanting. Yeah, it's a beginning stage. It looks like that only, but when we become masters of all these mantras, definitely the flavor, the joy will be of the greatest, highest order, and anything becomes great only once it starts. We made a beginning. When we continue, one day it will become great. Friends, in our today's common sense thought, so simple it is, at last, in our life, what's more required is the clarity, the very, very clear understanding of our thing to be achieved and things to be done. So, consult a guru, consult shastras, use our own intellect, and think, take time, but not very delay, as soon as possible. Come to that clear understanding. Once the understanding is exactly clear about what to achieve and what to do, then be on the job of doing the thing to achieve. And doing to achieve the thing to be achieved. As simple as that. Spasht. And we have that clarity of so many things in life aspects. but for the whole life also we should have. So take the help of any of the Shastras, Upanishads continuously. They do the Udghosha, means declaration. ये पाओ करके. Any of the text we study of any of the realized saint, rishi, they are there. Many others also keep on doing, telling us do this, but what the goal they indicate may not be covetable or beautiful. But what our rishis indicate, what our Paramatma indicates, always is the best of the goals. So just look into any of the Shastra. The first mantra of the first Upanishad onwards, the last mantra of the last Upanishad, see, which we are studying, Yasadeva Parabhakti. Any of the other Prakaranas, any of the Smriti Granthas, Itihasas, सारे हमको स्पष्ट रूप से बताते. See that example of Ishavasya as we referred. First mantra only says, Ishavasyam idagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. In your inner jagat and outer jagat, through your deep understanding and effort, make everything permeated by that substratum, the Ishvara. Ishavasyam. Vasyam is Achchadaniyam. Idam sarvam. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. Tena tyaktena. When that is done, the consequence of it should be tyaktena. Nothing should gather the value of reality, importance, and pursuit in our mind. Then what? Bhunjidaha. Enjoy that freedom of seeing everything as that infinite self. Other than that, anything you do is you are possessing or accumulating something which is not yours. Then, if we take somebody else's wealth, it's called chori. And chori hai to pakka punishment milta hai. That's the meaning of ma gurudah kasyasit dhanam. किसी के धन के प्रति गृधा मत करो. किसका धन है? वो ईश्वर का है. So for anything we covet is a chori. And what we covet are our own upadhis. उपाधियों को अपना मानना ही चोरी है. अब इसलिए हम उसके कारण सफर करते. And what to do? Upadhis are given to Ishvara, and all places we have seen the reality, and we checked it in our Tena Tyaktena, and definitely it will give us Bhunjitaha, the joy, the bliss. Little difficult it is, if you put effort, it will be understood. So it's indicated what to do, what to achieve. Isn't it? Every of the Upanishad, if you study, how beautiful. बस वो विजन होना चाहिए, है ना. देख पाने का शक्ति आ गया ना, तो हर एक उपनिषद पुराण इतिहासों में they are continuously guiding us what to do, what to achieve. है ना. Again these Upanishad last, यस्य देवे परा भक्ति यथा देवे तथा गुरु. Have the para bhakti to the devata and guru. है ना. What is the para bhakti? Where everything is offered. Then what will happen? Definitely the Lord will send the Guru from outside. Lord will send the ability from inside. To do what? Ete katita hartaha prakashante. Ah, from all these Upanishads, as others see the words, they see the literal meaning, the intellectual understanding of it. Such a one who is blessed by the blessed Guru and the Lord, he will not see what others are saying. Tasya Mahatmanah ete katita artha prakashante means through every word of the Upanishad, they visualize the Brahman only. Dekha? So what we are saying is, know clearly and do what they say. Be in that clarity in life. Follow any of the texts which has clicked it to you. Is not this text, is not the next one Gita we are studying, is not the Mandukya of their time, is not all the kathas that are indicated in Skanda Purana. See, yesterday Reva Kanda started. How beautiful the Narmada, isko kehte Rewa. How beautifully the descriptions are given. See that evening class. How categorical our glorious great saint Tulsidas ji in guiding us. And how beautiful are our Shankara Bhagavan's guidances in Prakarana Grantha. So, are we putting our intellectual efforts to become clear? Are we putting our efforts to be clear about the understanding? If the understanding is clear, then do the things that are to be done. As simple as that. One more thing we will see today about the clarity given. It is given again in Bhagavad Gita only, in that last Charama Shloka. And give full value, give full respect to that Charama Shloka, Mukhya Shloka of Gita, and go through it patiently to catch the essence of it. Not very tough. Later on, to do sadhana may be tough, but to understand not so. And see that four lines, how clear they are. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarvapapebhyah mokshayishyami ma शुचः. अब देखो थोड़ा इत्मीनान से काम दिमाग से सुनोगे, आर वी नॉट गेटिंग व्हाट भगवान्स मैसेज वेरी क्लियरली, है ना? सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्य मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुच. So by transcending all the dharmas, surrender to me single pointedly, wholeheartedly. Aham, I, tva, to you, sarva papebhya mokshayishyami, free you from all the sins or the papa. Thereafter, ma shucha. While doing it, don't cry. Having done it, relax. And when I give you the ultimate, you will anyway be transcending the shoka. So clear it is. What's difficult in it? You can ask the question, what do you mean sarva dharma? In many ways it can be said. Two things we will see. I know. One, Upadi Dharman to through the Upadi, the outer Vyavahara Dharman. Right? So each of them take up, do it, go to the next level, take up, do it, and then give it up and go to the next. Finally reach to the Paramadharma. What is it? Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Surrender to me completely. Isn't it? So what is the Sarva Dharman? One by one let us see. One is what? Swadharma Dharma. Right? Before that, you can have one more. First dharma is survival dharma. अपने आप को सर्वाइव कराने के लिए एज एन एंटिटी what is to be done, do it. Then go to the next one, swadharma. That is our bounden duties as per our position in the world. Then comes the seva dharma. And we can call it as the service to the world. We can call it as even karma yoga also. Then the yoga dharma, with the upadhis, we are supposed to do more Shastriya Bhasha, I am telling. Then do the upasana dharma. And thereafter, the Mamekam Sharanam Rajaropi dharma. In that, Sharanam word Bhagavan has used, therefore it can be the devotional surrender. Sharanam Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja also means that one without second reality. Try to only identify with it, try to only pursue it. That's called as Mamekam Sharanam Raja. So come from the other side, Mamekam Sharanam Raja, koshish karo. To be in deep meditation, to be in deep surrender to God. नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो come to the next one. Upasana dharma. करके again go back to it. Even the upasana dharma you cannot do, then do the yoga dharma of, that yama and yama asanadi. Then go to the Upasana Dharma. Then go to the Mamekam Shadam. Isn't it? अगर वो भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो तो be in that सेवा dharma to the world. If you cannot do that, at least swadharma karo. It's a minimum. And then along with it is the survival dharma. Don't die. Live. To live, what you require minimum, you procure that. That's a minimum base thing, like the animals do. Very good it is. Apna zindagi bhar they do something by which they get the required food and they are surviving. Survival dharma kar rahe. Every living being is minimum to do that. Every bird you see morning उठता है 5 बजे goes to search food, survive. More than that, उसका स्वधर्म ज्यादा नहीं होता. At the most, for the offsprings, they try to provide something. That's it. Beyond that, you don't see a big family things, functions, gatherings, others dharmas that they take up some profession. पंछियों में ये आपको नहीं दिखते. They do only the survival dharma. Minimum do that. Then come to the swadharma, your identity, as we said now. उसमें बहुत सारे आ जाते हैं. Then come to that seva dharma. Then come to the yoga dharma. Wherein upadhi niyantrana, chittavarti nirodhana are aimed at. Then come to the upasana dharma. Beautiful. Then mamekam shradam braja dharma. So, what is discussions points today? What point we are discussing? Very clear about it. एक दिन के समय में the most important goal is mamekam shradam braja. 24 घंटे कर पा रहे हो तो you have no other job required to be done. That's what mamekam shradam braja. If you can do, sarvadharman parite. If you are not able to do, then give the time. I am still bound in my social obligation, इतना family obligation, इतना. तो एक एक चीज को करते रहना. फिर से नाइट व्हेन वी कम ऑल द थिंग्स केप्ट असाइड. बस जो करना था मुझे बाकी धर्म कर दी. धर्मान परित्यज्य. नाउ लेट मी डू मामेकम शरणम व्रज. सो मामेकम शरणम व्रज दिन भर करो. नहीं हो पाया तो सुबह करो. फिर दिन भर अदर धर्म स्विचवर आर वो करो. सो रात को आकर फिर से ये करो. फिर सुबह उठ के मामेकम शरणम व्रज एंड अदर धर्म अगेन दिस. एंड इन बिटवीन whenever we are getting a chance, तब भी जाकर करो मामेकम शरणम व्रज. And in life, when one by one dharmas keep going away from us because we have fulfilled them, another retirement हो गया, you're getting pension. So that dharma is over, no? No, that 8 hours per day you get, including traveling hour, 1 hour more, 9 hours. अब देखो इतना बढ़िया है कि नहीं? So that's so war your duty वाला, नौकरी वाला. No, मामेकम शरण करो ना उस 8 घंटे. An intelligent person thinks like that. I am retired only from my official work. I am not retired from the life. I have taken up new work now mine, that is Mamekam Shadabraja. Same 8 hours which I was doing there, I'll do this. Third person will grow spiritually so fast. And we can do, no? At least accept the possibility. नहीं अदरवाइज लोग 8 घंटे फिर इतने सारे चीजों से भर लेते हैं. Within few days they forget that they went to the office for 30-40 years every day doing the work there. एक महीने में सब भूल जाता. Even somebody is in the business during their peak time कितना करते थे. सुबह टाइम पे टिफिन बक्सा लेकर वो कंपनी ऑफिस जहाँ भी फैक्ट्री जाना, शाम तक वहां इतने काम करके आना. Once the children take over that, पता ही नहीं चलता दिन भर क्या हो रहा है. टाइम तो रुकता नहीं ना हमारे लिए. See that? That clarity in my mind in every moment, joyfully I am engaging in that. And sometimes body repair required, do that. Body maintain required, do that for the food medication. And any कुछ और obligation है वो भी part of the dharma. The discussion here is the spashtata of what we have to achieve, spashtata what we have to do, and doing it spashtarupen. No ambiguity, no confusion, none of any of the vagueness. Pakka well planned. So we talked about the retirement हो गया. So too the other dharma of the domestic duties. The children are settled now. वो धर्म हो गया ना. You can't even, you need not even think about them, worry about them. Just bless, inquire once in a while. पहले की तरह अब दिन भर उनका सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है ना. नो दे आर सेल्फ एस्टैब्लिश्ड. वो धर्म हो गया आपके लिए. आप नो गिव द टाइम फॉर मामेकम शरणम व्रज. इतना बढ़िया है देखो थॉट क्लैरिटी. व्हाट आई सेइंग इज एवरी शास्त्र इज गिविंग अस क्लैरिटी, बट आर वी टेकिंग इट राइट? सेकंड इज लिटिल सटलर. यू सी दैट सर्व धर्मान मीन्स उपाधि धर्मान परित्यज. यहाँ परित्यज मीन्स व्हाट? डोंट हैंग ओवर ऑन टू देम, फिनिश देम एंड कम टू मामे कम शरणम व्रज. याद रखो फिर से, जो कोई भी कॉल फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड कम्स, फिनिश इट, बट कम बैक टू योर मेन वर्क ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल. हमेशा इसी में रहो. मामे कम शरणम रजा. जब बुलावा आता है जाओ. जैसे इन द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस 9:30 they go up to 1, they continuously on the work. So 1 to 1:45 there is a lunch hour. That time they get freed from that work and go for lunch. Then immediately come back again the work till evening. So too we are in मामे कम शरणम रजा वर्क. इन बिटवीन को जो है तो बस उसको किया, फिर इसमें आ गए. ये वाला हमें आदत बना. मामे कम शरणम is going on. For that, the other dharmas, whatever, whenever required, they are done, and then we are freeing ourselves from that. बिना जिए साधना नहीं हो सकता. जीने के लिए खाना चाहिए. देवोत्रा ही said it that 15-10 minutes हो गए. But the main job is Mamekam Sharanam Raja, going on either through Bhakti, Navada Bhakti, or through the Vedantic deep Shravana Manana Nididhyas. See that clarity. Again, another way of looking at Sarva Dharma is Upadhi Sthai mein. So Deha Dharma. What is Deha Dharma? जन्म जरा रोग मृत्यु. परित्यज मीन्स व्हाट? जितना तुम्हारे हाथ में कर कर उसे ज्यादा टेंशन वरी नहीं लेना. योर परित्यज मीन्स हैविंग डन व्हाट यू कैन डू, नॉट वरीड बियॉन्ड. सो टू द प्राणमय कोश धर्म, हंगर एंड थर्स्ट. सर्वधर्मान परित्यज मीन्स व्हाट? हंगर एंड थर्स्ट, जस्ट फिल इट बट डोंट मेक इट अ गोल ऑफ लाइफ. Somebody can worry throughout life only about it. Intelligent person finishes it, जितना minimum चाहिए, goes to Mamekam Sharanam. So too the mind's dharma of shoka and moha. Don't cry, don't worry. Shoka छोड़ दो. Don't be confused. What's confusion? Thinking the world is a goal is confusion. What is the freedom from confusion? Knowing the Paramatma is the goal. So that is the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityaj at the mind level. So to the Buddhi, Sarvadharma Parityaj is what? Trying to always get information about the world. जो बड़ा जरूरत है when we are in the outer worldly life. But बहुत बड़ा disease बीमारी है वो जरूरत ही नहीं है once we become spiritual. What is there for you to know with the intellect in the world? Isn't it? For a spiritual seeker, अभी कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. सब वैसे ही रूटीन है, वही चलता रहता है ना. The information regarding the world, let's say people born and dying, they will be born and dying. Accidents they keep on happening, floods they'll happen, wars they'll happen. अब कितना तुम सोचोगे दिमाग से. So to the other study subjects. Swamiji, now at the age of 75, I believe like I want to study mathematics now. I want to do graduation in maths, I missed it. Or I just want to study the law. अरे काय को अपरा विद्या में फिर से फंसते हो. सर्वधर्मान परित्यज, वो नहीं करना, जरूरत नहीं. So to at the ahankara level, the dharma of the ahankara is kartrutva bhoktrutva. Akartaham avhoktaham. See, yesterday evening it came, today also, and tomorrow. In the last two concluding verses, in Brahmana Chintanam, Bhagavan Shankara is going to guide us in that only. सर्वधर्मान परित्यज को एक श्लोक को thoroughly समझो, फॉलो करो तो बात बनता है. To tell that point, we are taking all the examples. है ना? But then Mam Ekam Sharanam Braja. How many times we have seen the explanation of that? In Vedanta, Mam Ekam means I, the one without second reality. Sharanam Braja is abide in that. I am that, I am that, I am that, I am that. In the Bhakti Mam Ekam Sharanam means take Krishna or Rama or any of the Lord. Even it's a stone. You just surrender that with full faith. That's the beauty of Bhakti and Sharanagati. Even it's a kutta, you surrender to it, you will realize. Because surrender is important. Like you see the Ekalavya, oh stone only he surrendered. From that stone he got all the Vidya or not. Keeping the stone of his Guru का मूर्ति लगाकर उन्होंने सीखा कि नहीं? Remember in life, it doesn't matter. Even a Guru is a criminal. You surrender, it will help you. That's the beauty of surrender. For your positive goal, not for negative. That doesn't mean therefore great gurus are there still. Swamiji, I found you are not a criminal, so I am leaving you. I am going in search of a criminal guru. ऐसा नहीं इसका अर्थ क्या है पॉइंट समवेयर वी हैव टू सरेंडर मामेकम शरणम देन व्हाट इज मीनिंग अहम तो सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयेष अगेन व्हाट इज सिन बीइंग एक्सट्रोवर्टेड इज sin being worldly is sin and it is because of our vasanas all of that it goes away sarva papebhyo mokshesh believing in something other than Paramatma is Papa. There is nothing in this world to be achieved, my dear. Just abide in the Paramatma Tattva at the Upadhi Sthai, whatever at each of the time that is to be done, you do it. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. That is a state of Aham Tva Sarapapebhya Mokshesh. Once this trick is understood, Mahashuchaha, where is the reason for being miserable? I want nothing because I am the Brahman, I am infinite blissful self. Therefore, no shoka from inside. अभी तो उपाधि जो होना है कर रहे हैं जब उपाधियां चले जाएंगे जाने दे रहा हूं मैं like I am doing these classes one day this body will go and so what till that Paramatma is obtained another body will come again the sadhana will continue how casual and how simple it is there anything to be taken serious about in the new life also, for the knowledge sake, for the maturity sake, the formal education I may need to go through. और गुरुओं की कृपा है तो उसका मिनिमम काफी है then remaining will be blessed with you. How why should I be worried about what the worry is shoka mahashucha means don't worry a wise person never gets worried that's why in Gita mein pandita nana shochanti it starts with and Gita ends also with mahashucha in between also है ना माँ शुच संपद्यम दैवीम अभिजवत से पांडवा 16 चैप्टर में भगवान कहते हैं अब तुम्हारे पास दैवी संपदा है रो मत इट्स वेरी सिंपल when till it is clear it is difficult once it's clear it is simple and why it is difficult in getting clarity because we are not serious sincere regular बस 5-6 साल थोड़ा दिल दिमाग लगा के शास्त्र श्रवण अध्ययन मनन तीनों चीज करो then this way be clear hold on to one guru and his guidance or one text or its guidance or in the text one set of mantras or even one mantra we give examples बस उसी में लगे रहो बाकी कोई भी इस जगत का ना जरूरत है और इन्वॉल्व करोगे तो उसका ना कोई अंत है दैट्स द डिल्यूजन why are you going into the world यार तो अपना आत्मज्ञान में बैठो ना काय घूमने जा रहे हो किसको बात करने जा रहे हो किस क्या करना वाई आर यू मेकिंग सो मेनी शॉपिंग्स और परचेसेस और अरेंजमेंट्स और सेट्स अरे दिन भर मैं घर को सजा रहा हूँ दिन भर मैं लोगों से खुश उनका खुशामदी कर अरे इट्स माया इट्स मोह यू आर नॉट फॉर दैट्स फॉर इग्नोरेंट पीपल दोज आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग देयर समथिंग परमात्मा व्हिच इज आवर गोल अब जिनको ये लक्ष्य पता चला वो इधर ही रहना है See that because of our intellect and mind's dullness, this simple thing never clicks to us. So make that intellect sharper, mind single pointed, bring that Shraddha, ask the Guru God through your teachings, oh Lord, give me the clarity. Then we also try, then the clarity comes. I give you one example. How clear? Same way in the same Gita, Ananya Sintyanto Mam. That's in a shloka. In the same Gita, 9 chapter, last shloka, Manmanabha Madbhakto, that is enough. The 11th chapter, last shloka, Mat Karma Krut Mat Paramaha, that is enough. Third chapter, last shloka, Evam Buddhya Param Buddha Samstabhyatma, that is enough. Fourth chapter, last shloka, Tasmad Ajnana Sambhutam Rustam Jnana Sinatma, enough. अरे गीता में तो इतने बार कम से कम 700 श्लोक में 100 बार भगवान क्लियरली पिक्चर देते. Any of the portion you believe, that is enough. You do it. In the same way, as we are seeing in Tulsi Ramayana, Uttarakhand in last 135 days and 140 days, कितने बार हमको क्या करना है, कितने प्रसंगों को क्या बताए बार बार. So to in our other Upanishads, etc. So go through, get the clarity, avoid in that clarity, then get out of the commotion. There should be no more confusion in our life regarding what to achieve, what to do at any moment. I know what I have to achieve, I know what I have to do, and I am doing it consciously. I am enjoying it. कितना बढ़िया होगा देखो वो स्पष्टता आ गया तो. Let's look into Pujya Gurudev's life and see the clarity. Established in the self till the body prarabdha is there. The self knowledge which is given in Gita Upanishads, let me give it to the world. क्या स्पष्टता है देखो, मौजा ही मौजा. And for that, whatever in his capacity, he'll do write the books, he'll write articles, he'll start an organization, he'll give lectures, he'll travel. जो है वो कर पा रहा है. There is no comparison with others, competition with others. Somebody might have done lesser than him, many might have done more than him. ये क्या फर्क पड़ता है? That comparison is a nonsense again. Like I compare with, it's a nonsense. What's my capacity? Let me stick to it. That's it. इसी में कुछ perfection improvement होता है तो करो बस. So today's whole thought is based on one thing. Be clear about what to achieve and what to do and follow it. Relax in life. To the extent that even the old age, death, nothing to be worried. We make all other things as issues. There's nothing to be an issue. Your friend, your own near and dear ones, including parents. Where are they? No, they're gone. They're gone out of memory. Also. जब मैं याद कराता हूँ तभी याद आते हैं वो लोग. नहीं तो पिछले 10 दिन से you might have not remembered. And कुछ लोग तो only during those 15 days of Pitru Paksha Mahalaya Amavasya, that time they just to remember parents once a day. We have got a time. I'm just telling how casual. Whole world forgets big people only. Where are the scientists? Where are the doctors? Where are the MLAs, MPs? Where are the big साधु संत? कोई याद नहीं रहता इस दुनिया को. And वो लोग while living, whatever they have done, that goes with them. पाप किया तो वो इट्स फल, पुण्य किया तो इसका फल, साधना किया तो वो. सेम इज अस. है ना. कल नहीं होंगे हम. कल खेल में हम न हो, गर्दिश में तारे रहेंगे सदा. ऑल दैट यू नो दैट वंडरफुल डिस्कशन इट इज. वेदांत है उसमें. I'll not be there in the dais tomorrow to play this play. But right now, what I am playing for the world outside, enough of that nonsense for myself, spirituality. The best contribution I can do to the world is I myself grow spiritually. एटलीस्ट एक बद्ध जीव तो फ्री हो गया ना इस जगत से. दैट्स अ ग्रेट कंट्रीब्यूशन. लाइक व्हाट्स द बेस्ट कंट्रीब्यूशन आई कैन डू टू ए हॉस्पिटल. गेट आउट ऑफ दैट हॉस्पिटल एज अ बीइंग ए पेशेंट. एक पेशेंट तो कम हो गया ना. बेस्ट कंट्रीब्यूशन आई कैन डू टू हॉस्पिटल. सो टू बेस्ट कंट्रीब्यूशन आई कैन डू टू ए कोर्ट और ए जेल इज वार्ड. उससे बाहर आ जाओ बस. ये एक जेल इनमेट को देख लेने की उनको जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. So to the whole samsara world is an hospital and a jail. By being spiritually evolving, we are freeing ourselves from it. That's a great contribution to them. जैसे ना कुछ लोग आते हैं आपसे, हम आपके लिए क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं? व्हाट डू यू से? यार कुछ नहीं है, तो जा यहाँ से. In the same way, the whole world says, you get out of this samsara. That is your great contribution to us. By being a samsari, you are troubling us so much. See, it's not emotional, it is fact. World needs people who are liberated from bondage through spirituality. Isn't it? All other professionals at the Upadhi level, they are freeing the people from their miseries or etc. Good. But वो तो इलाज ऐसा है और फिर रिलैप्स होता रहता है. But spiritual is once for all. So in this regard also we not have doubt. But what I should know, what I should do. Right? Think little cool, it will help. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Om Yairime Gurubihi Purvam Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Shruti Smriti Purananam Om Karuna Varunale Palayamam Bhavasagara Dukkha Viduna Hridam Rachaya Akila Darshana Tattva Vidam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिषु आध्यात्मिकप्रगतिधर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं राममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरन्तर शास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्न समूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा. अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम निखिलाधारम अवयवम निगमाद्यगतम नित्यम नीलकंठम नमाम्यहम्. अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः पारायणम्. Friends, till what we have done yesterday, if you remember, I believe, yes, 18th we have done. 19, 20, 21 if we do, tomorrow one round will be over. Start. Om Nishkalam Nishkriyam Shantam Niravadyam Niranjanam Amrutasya Param Setum Dagdhendhanamivanalam Yada Charmavadakasham Veshtayishyanti Manavaha Tada Devam Avignaya Dukkhasyanto Bhavishyati. 19, 20, 21. तपः प्रभावात् देवप्रसादाच्च ब्रह्मा श्वेताश्वतरोऽथ विद्वान् हत्याश्रमेभ्यः परमं पवित्रं प्रोवाच सम्यक् ऋषिसङ्गजुष्टम्. We are to marathon study, 500 दिनों में. Great. See that last slokas, what we studied? Yada charmavad akasham veshtayishanti manava. Like the whole akasha, like a skin or a cloth or a paper, you fold it and put it for you to carry. Can you do so? आकाश को चर्म की तरह, चमड़ी की तरह वेष्टन means folding. Can you do so? You can't. That example of impossibility is given for what? Tada, in that way, devam avijnaya dukkhasyanta bhavish. In the same way, without knowing the truth or reality, one can never be having the end of dukkha. जिस तरह से आकाश को चमड़े की तरह फोल्ड करके ले जाना असंभव है, उसी तरह परमात्मा को जाने बिना मुक्ति दुखों से मुक्त होना असंभव है। तदा देवम अविज्ञाय, हैविंग विदाउट नोइंग द देव दुख से अंत भविष्य, देवता को नहीं जानते हुए दुख का अंत नहीं होता है ना। इफ यू वांट टू हैव द फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द दुख without knowing Paramatma, if you want to have freedom from dukkha without knowing the Paramatma, then first go and fold the Akasha. See that example. चर्मवद आकाश वेदावेष्टि तदा देवम अभिज्ञाय दुख से आता है। जब तुम चमड़े को ना फोल्ड करके ले आ सकते हो, तब जाकर विदाउट नोइंग परमात्मा यू कैन बी फ्री फ्रॉम दुख। नहीं 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 नहीं, हाउ कैन आई फोल्ड द आकाश? इक्वली आल्सो यू कैन बी फ्री फ्रॉम the bandhana without knowing, dukkha without knowing the self. In a sense, in any of the state of being, non-identified with the self, there's nothing but dukkha. What a powerful message, you see. In the chanting of this mantra, which we'll study again with Bhashyam, it's in continuation of common sense thought, therefore we just said. Now, coming to the study of our Upanishad, let us do the third mantra done. एक मिनट में खत्म करके उसको आगे जाते हैं। व्हाट वाज द थर्ड मंत्र? एकैकं जालं बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरत्येष देवः भूयः सृष्ट्वा पतयस्ततेषः सर्वाधिपत्यं कुरुते महात्मा। See that? Here what is said? Bhagavan, having projected so many dehadi upadis, allowing the jiva bhavas to live through that, finishes that upadis, etc. again and again he creates the jagat through the creation of the prajapatis, etc. So what it means? One side, the creational cycle keeps on going on happening. Nobody can stop it. Second is, all of that is done by him. Third, we have to shift our attention from that to him and get our identity with him. That's the idea behind this sloka. एकैकं जालं बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरत्येष देवः भूयः सृष्ट्वा पतयः तथा ईशः सर्वाधिपत्यम्. In this way, he is a Mahatma and he does the Sarva Adhipatyam. It's a very powerful sloka to be contemplated hundreds of times. So, again, just be aware, he, with his Maya Shakti, whole world he has projected. In that projected world, so many Panchakoshas Upadhis are there. In one of them, you and I are caught up. Then you and I, what we have to do? With these Upadhis and with the world, by dissociating, with that Paramatma, we have to find identity. इतने में अपने दिमाग को लिमिट करो बस. Details पूछोगे तो फिर for all details the explanations will be there for all the questions. That's the bulk of all Shastras. Bulk of all Shastras is the answers to all questions we ask to satisfy our that jignasa, etc. But इतना सारा पोथी पढ़ी पढ़ी जगमुआ, final solution क्या है? इतना ही है. In the world projected by the Lord, I am caught up with these upadhis. Let the upadhis be surrendered to the Lord. Let me identify with him. बस इतना समझो, वेदांत पूरा समझ में. अब इस पे लगे रहो. इन बिटवीन कोई जिज्ञासा, इंक्विजिटिवनेस है, अब सॉल्व इतने सारे शास्त्र हैं, उसको पूर्ण करने के लिए वही गिविंग इज आंसर. You know, like if you ask how the creation happened, Paramatma created with his Maya Shakti, the Pancha Mahabhutas. And from that Pancha Mahabhutas, only everything have been projected. That creation theory, whichever satisfies you, you listen and enjoy. किसी में कहते हैं तत्सृष्ट्वा तदेव अनुप्राविशतु तदनुप्रविश्य Satchatyacha bhavatu. In another says, ki Paramatma alone was there. Atma va idam ekameva agre asid nanyat kinchana vishat. Then he thought कि let me create. ये सारे जो हम पूछते हैं ना उसके जवाब के इसमें कोई इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. Importance is to shift our attention to reality. And as we said 2592 times, everything that is explained in our Shastras, all of that is Prakriyas. Prakriya means processes means. You should ask. Processes means for what, Swami? To drive or divert our attention to the reality. है ना? Just if it is मायावाद कहो, सृष्टिवाद कहो, जीववाद कहो, जन्म मरणवाद कहो, कर्म कर्म फलवाद कहो, प्रारब्धवाद कहो, पुरुषार्थवाद कहो, अरे all of them are having single purpose of putting our attention to reality. That's it. Without that, ये सारा is samsara only. Like this, thousands of the things are spoken in Shastras, but none of them are the purposes. Not the ultimate purposes. Prakriya कहते हैं उसको. Everything is prakriya. Like this class we are having. It's a prakriya, it's not a goal. Through that our attention is toward the Paramatma. बाकी सब से. That's the meaning of again सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणं व्रज. So here we एकैकं जालं बहुधा विकुर्वन् अस्मिन् क्षेत्रे संहरत्येष देवः भूयस्तृष्ट्वा पतयस्तथेषः सर्वाधिपत्यं गुरुते महात्मा. Is an answer to our question about what is the relation between this world and that Paramatma. He is the one who with his supreme power doing all those things which are told here precisely, which in the Puranic language is called Paramatma. Is a Srishtikarta, Sthitikarta, Layakarta. Then we want to know who you created, the Brahma Deva, then Vishnu mentions, Shiva dissolves. And the Vishnu at the time of maintenance, he needs so many. Therefore, he has got four Dikpalakas. Then he has got the Adishadityas, Ekas, Rudras, then Ashtavasusa, Navagras, Saptarishis. Then all of that is there and is not there also. ये सारा ना सुनते सुनते धीरे धीरे पचने लगता है. We start understanding and digesting these things. And what's the final digestion? Is this that I have to attend to the self in me. That's it. Identify with it. बाकी सारे प्रक्रियाएं प्रक्रियाएं. Every Upanishad adopts its own technique of diverting our attention to reality. This Upanishad has this way. Samharatyesha Mahatma. When we ask in the presence of Paramatma, his Maya Shakti is projecting the names and forms which we call as creation. They are going through modification which we call as maintenance. Then those forms and names are rejected which we call as dissolution or destruction. Think. In the same way, the next mantra. Okay, straight away we are doing the mantra number 4th. Kimcha, and also what is it? Sarvadisha urdhvamadascha tiryaka prakashayan bhrajate yadvanadvan evam sadevo bhagavan varenyah yonisvabhavan athitishtatyeka. Again, sarvadisha ऊर्ध्वमधश्च तिर्यक प्रकाशयन् भ्राजते यद्वनड्वान् एवं स देवो भगवान् वरेण्यः योनिस्वभावान् अतितिष्ठत्येकः. देखो, through all these shlokas अध्ययनम एक याद रखो बात. There are two things, drashta and drushya. See and seen. When the attention is on drushya, we are in samsara. As simple as that. When our attention is on drashta, we are sadhak. When you have realized that drashta to be ourselves, we are siddha. When we realize that drashta as ourselves, he is not a drashta, he is Shuddha Satchidananda Paramatma. From that standpoint, there is no drishya at all. दृष्टा दृष्ट सारे एक ही परमात्मा तत्व में कल्पित. Simple Vedanta. In the pure one Paramatma, Drishya Drashta Kalpita, and the Drashta is caught up in Drishya. This Drashta has to detach from the Drishya and recognize himself to that Druksvarupa Paramatma. This is another way of looking at it. जैसे हम हर दिन स्पेशली इन दिस क्लास में फोकस कर रहे हैं अगेन एंड अगेन अगेन व्हाट इज इट हियर द ग्लोरी ऑफ परमात्मा तत्व इज मेंशन्ड. While listening to that, our attention should be on Paramatma Tattva, not on the His glory. जैसे आप इंद्रजाल को देखते हो, after the show is over, you only appreciate that Indrajalika, not the Indrajala, क्योंकि you know that it is not real. कि नहीं, जब सिनेमा में अवार्ड सेरेमनी होता है, the awards are given to the ones who have performed, not to the cinema and all. You know it's not real. इन द सेम वे ये तमाशा जो है उससे हमें विथड्रा करके जो खेल रहा है इस तमाशा उस पे हमारे दृष्टि जानी है. This is the prakriya. But the problem is what? We don't even recognize the presence of Paramatma. Only we see the world and as real and we attach to it with Sri Ragadvesha, which are never required. और इतने बुद्धू बेवकूफ हैं जो झमेला किया दिन भर, all of that we leave and go to sleep and so happy there. No world, no me, no upadhis, no ragadvesha kama krodha upadhi, no ragadvesha kama krodha prompted activities of the body or mind or speech. सब छोड़ दी. कितने घोड़े बेचकर सो जाते. And we get up only next day to be a samsari. क्या मजा था निद्रा में. क्यों उठ रहे हो भाई, सो जाओ. The best two people in the world are, one is Kumbhakarna, second is Muchukunda. Both of them asked for the long sleep. Isn't it? You can't sleep, then get up to awaken to the reality. No, don't be awakened to the unreal Jagat as real and forget reality. Nothing but suffering there in that. अब ये सारा समझने के लिए वेदांत. अब छोटे बुद्धि को तुरंत बात पता नहीं चलता. पढ़ते पढ़ते बुद्धि विकसित होती. Like the child, छोटी बुद्धि, इसलिए you only 1 2 3 4 1 plus 1 2 2 plus 3 5 वही बोलते. As he comes to 7th class, बुद्धि बढ़ गई because of studying maths. Therefore, the higher maths are taught to him. Again, when he comes to 10th class, 12th class, graduation, he has studied the earlier subject, therefore his intellect has grown. Therefore, he is given the newer, higher knowledge. दिमाग का expansion हो. आपका हमारा भी वेदांत सुनते सुनते बुद्धि का गहराई सूक्ष्मता बढ़ेगा. What is the subtlety and depth of the intellect? To understand the reality. Also to know that we have to realize it. These are the mantras. So wonderful it is. Again, the literal meaning is what? Sarva disha. Then urdhvamadascha teriyaku. Sarva disha is all the 8 directions. ऊर्ध्वमद is ऊपर नीचे. आज एक नया वाला आप सुन रहे. Tiryak, the horizontal. All of that. Prakashayan. Dekho, that's what we said. Prakashayan, illuminating all of that. Bhrajate, in his own prakasha, resplendency. This Paramatma Tattva is there. Yadvan advan. Yadvat anadvan. Anadvan means the one without well के गाड़ी का जो चली रहे हैं. Anadvan is the word for Bhagavan Surya. What is he doing? He just illuminating all the directions. So who is Paramatma? He is illuminating all directions. And while illuminating those directions, whatever there in those directions, they are also illuminated. है ना, लाइक सूर्य भगवान चारों तरफ, अब बीच में एक पृथ्वी है तो उसको भी इल्यूमिनेट करते हो, पृथ्वी में जो कुछ भी है उसको इल्यूमिनेट करते हैं. So here the beauty is what, as we gave the introduction, let us not focus on that which is prakashita, illuminated, but focus on the prakasha. So by this, Paramatma is Chaitanya Swarupa, Prakasha Swarupa. That Swarupa Lakshana of the Paramatma is told in this mantra. And obviously it goes without saying, realize that Chaitanya Swarupa. That's the purpose. Then your journey ends. You become, as it was said so many times in the earlier mantras, you will become free from the shoka, you will become free from the mrityu, you will become the amruta. अभी कह कह कर थक गए, इसलिए दो चार श्लोक में ब्रेक दे रहे. फिर से again in the next few slokas it will come. When you realize that self, in this way you are free from misery and free from dukkha or the bondage. So, sarvadisha urdhva madasya tiryak prakashate bhrajayan yadvanadvan. प्रकाशेन भ्राजते एवं स देवः भगवान वरेण्य. He is deva, he is the Bhagavan, he is the Varenya. And in this way, Yoni and Yoni Swabhavan Adhitishtati Niyamayati Ekaha. That one without second Paramatma. अब देखो, see that power of the mind and indriyas, that they never allow our intellect to function. The power of mind and indriyas is, the mind is through thoughts, indriyas to the forms or the shabda sparsha prasanganda, drags our attention onto them so much as if they are real, that what Upanishads are saying about the substratum, which is a subject of the intellect to understand, we are not able to recognize. भयंकर ना ये वाला, सत्य को जानने नहीं दे रहे हमारे इंद्रिया और मन, वो बाहर ही ग्रेज करी जा रहे करी जा रहे करी जा रहे लगातार, सुबह से शाम तक, जन्म से मरण तक, हजारों जन्म. अरे थोड़ा रुको जरा, तो तत्व को जानो, नहीं चलती रहो. See that all of us running in the illusory world. That's why the ऋषि मुनि लोगों को याद है, ये सारे लोग दौड़ रहे क्यों? वो तालाब में गिर के मरने के लिए. The talab of moha and maya. We're all running only to fall in the valley. We're all embracing the floods, embracing the landslides, embracing the volcanoes and earthquakes, and dying only. Through all what we are doing. Ruko, what is reality? You know it, no? No, I don't want to know reality. What I consider this world as real alone is real. Let me go there. अब देखो, वेदांत का एक ही बात पे सारे वो काट देते. क्या है? Can the objects be meaningful without subject? Point one. Can the objects be meaningful without? Then without knowing the subject, how can you go on running behind the objects? अरे यार, देखो. Then we say, no, I know the subject. My eye is the subject. How can the eye is the subject? Eye is also seen. It's an object. Oh, no, my mind is the subject. अरे mind also is seen. It is also object. अच्छा, उसके अलावा और कोई सब्जेक्ट है? वही तो कह रहे यार. By making us focus on and realize the subject, the Vedanta helps us in liberation. By making us focus on and getting bound to the objective world, our ignorance and our sense organs, etc., will bind us to the world. As simple as that. है ना, घुमा फिरा के हमें फाइनली ये तत्व को समझना है. In how many ways our intellects are caught up in our misconception. तो हर एक उस जंजीर को, रस्सी को तोड़ना पड़ता है ना. कोई कुत्ता हो या मगरमच्छ हो, कोई भी ना, जाल में फंस गया. अब उसका पूंछ भी जाल में फंस गया, उसके पांव भी जाल में फंस गया, उसका नेक भी जाल में, उसकी बॉडी भी पर एवरीथिंग. एक एक चीज को काटना पड़ता. So too in our intellect, we are caught up in so many things. Vedanta makes us cut each of the pasha. उसको कहते हैं अज्ञान पाश, ज्ञान से काटना. First pasha to cut is pursue the subject, not the object. पहले इसको, ऑब्जेक्टिव वर्ल्ड में कुछ नहीं है भाई. सब्जेक्ट सेल्फ को जानो. Then while searching the subject, the questions whatever they are answered. At every answer, that level of pasha is cut, or that distance is crossed, or that hurdle is crossed. I know only three things finally. Only three finally. One, everything is Brahman. Two, that Brahman is me. Three, I have to realize it for liberation. बस कुछ भी करो बाकी सारा अविद्या ही है, बंधन. And that's why there's no end to it. करते जाओ करते जाओ. And I like the people, the one who has died, let us say yesterday day, कोई भी हो. What has he done in his 80 years, 90 years, 20 years, 100 years? जितना भी जिया हो, he did nothing, just died only. Because whatever he has done has not given the ultimate moksha, etc. है कि नहीं? फिर किया क्या उसने? He entertained some people and he got entertained. That's all. One simple explanation. An actor plays 100 roles, yet is not bound because he knows he is somebody other than all those plays, isn't it? You and I also throughout like playing the soul, so many roles. In every role we are bound because we are not on our essential self. As simple as that. I played the role of a student in my primary school, the secondary school, the higher secondary school, in the college, in postgraduate. जो भी पढ़ा, they're all plays I played. Everything was binding. Why? Because I don't know my essential self. Whereas that cinema actor, he played a comedy role, he played a tragedy role, he played a action role, he played a guest appearance, he played a villain role. Not bound because he knows he's somebody other than them. Isn't it? We played the role of husband, our father, our wife, our mother, our daughter. We played the secretary, our president. We played the role of padaku or a ladaku. Yeah, we played the role of lakpati, karodpati, MLA, MP, doctor. ये इतने roles हम play कर रहे हैं. But अपने आप कौन है? नहीं जाना. Without knowing the self, every play is a bondage. With knowing the self, every play is a play. The cinema actor का दिमाग है, वो हर role play करता है. But he's not bound to anyone else because they are only play, not real. हम पंचकोशों के रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं. हम तीन गुणों के रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, तीन अवस्थाओं के रोल. उनके द्वारा इन दिस वर्ल्ड so many, but not knowing self. Therefore, the play itself is becoming cause of misery. Naturally, it is when you don't know the self, those things you take as real. And really you become miserable. Actually, it's nothing too miserable, even with birth and death. That happens to the body. I'm a sakshi of that. But ये अपने निजा आत्म स्वरूप हम जानना नहीं चाहते. कोई पढ़ा नहीं रहे हमको मुक्ति का विद्या. नो बडी इज टीचिंग. इवन सो कॉल्ड बिग बिग लेक्चरबाजी करने वाले भी दे आर टीचिंग अस अगेन द प्लेज ओनली द रोल्स. हाउ मच एवर एफिशिएंट वी प्ले द रोल, प्लीज रिमेंबर वी विल सफर ओनली इफ यू टेक इट इज रियल. एंड डेफिनेटली वी टेक द snake as real till we realize the real rope. है ना? जब तक सद्वस्तु रज्जु का ज्ञान नहीं होता तब तक सांप सत्य ही दिखेगा. If the real substratum is not known, the world will be taken as real, then really we suffer. And really we are suffering. Like really I am suffering every day to give lectures to you. If I don't know my real self, if I know the real self, it's only a play. So क्या फर्क पड़ता? कोई आए ना आए, सुने ना सुने, करे या ना करे. आज कहते हैं कल नहीं कहेंगे. लाइक अभी तक क्लास दे रहा हूँ, 1 घंटे आधा घंटा नहीं होगा. As simple as that. My plays come and go, but I continue to be this reality the same. Realize that. In this sloka also that. Sarvadishaha urdhvamadascha tiryak prakashayan bhrajate yadvanadvan evam sadevo bhagavan varenyah yonisvabhavan adhitishtati ekaha. What a beautiful mantra. It's a mystical Upanishadic way of saying. We should have the time patience to understand the what is said in the Upanishad by the Rishi in our language. बात को अपनी भाषा में समझना है, वो उनके भाषा में बताया. The job of the Bhashyakara and all of us is to make us understand in our language what is said by that Rishi about the reality and its relation with the relative world. And finally, the attention should be on reality, not on anything else. ये थोड़ा सीख लो भैया. इसी को अध्यात्म विद्या कहते हैं. Adi means around, Atma means self. Vidya is knowledge. That knowledge by which I am loitering or wandering around the real self is called Adhyatma Vidya. And what is Avidya? Other than the self, on everything else we are lost. उसको अविद्या कहते हैं. कल देखते हैं बाकी. ओम 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 पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Right, friends? Do you have time for Gita? Yes, come. If not, make it convenient and come. 20 minutes.